Hello and welcome to Caravan Salon Dusseldorf 2021-2022 range from Westfalia here. This is their Kepler 1. It costs 79,096 euros. It's on a VW base. It is 530 centimeters long. The width is 230 and the height is just under 2 meters. It's got a 50 litre freshwater tank, 36 grey water tank, small gas canister, and it's a 100 ampere hour battery on it. So it is a tiny camper van, but I no longer call these things camper van. I have downgraded it to a car camper. And you may say, well, it's a van, not a car. Well, maybe. Admittedly, if it were used as a van in its original format, yes, this would be used as a van. But it's got all this stuff in it. Right, so at the back, we've got a toilet, which is pretty handy in my opinion. We've got this thing here below. You can have a shower down there. You say, well, the car's gonna get all wet. Yeah, but it's a car and it gets all wet. Well, you've got to be careful, haven't you? I mean, it stands to reason. Something this small, 530 centimeters, then you should be grateful you got it. In here, we have got a fridge, two-way fridge, and remember, you've got a 100 ampere hour battery, and you get yourself upgrade that to a lithium one, then you'll get stacks of use out of it. That will work on this battery, depends on the setting on the fridge. You might get 3 days out of it, but I doubt it. I doubt it very much. Maybe if it's really cold outside and you don't turn the heating on, and you don't turn the fridge on, it might last 3 days. Right, so a bit of storage in there. Okay, you got a kitchen here as well of sorts. 2 burners. You may think that doesn't look very good for the money. Well, admittedly, it doesn't look too flash, but I mean, what would you suggest in its place? It might look as though it was made in 1965 in Warsaw, but anyway. One thing you get at Westfalia though, you always get the drawers, which are really nicely made. Now, I don't know anything about craftsmanship, but I suppose any of you do, then you'll make a comment on it. And I always get people sort of commenting saying, oh, that looks like real rubbish, that. Well, so what have we got on there? It says there, that's just an empty drawer. So why does it say 12 volts and 230? There must be a reason for that. Don't know. Now, obviously, you can sort of get this on hook up. And I don't think I said how many sleeping places there are here, because there are 4. So where are the 4? Well, you've got 2 in the tent in the roof, which it's all right in the summer, but won't be much good for 10 months of the year where we are. Got storage down there, and you can make here you can make a bed here as well. And I like the Westfalia logo on it. Why don't I now take you around the back, and you can see what it looks like from the back. Now, I brought up the subject of heating. It's on like a Webasto, and I think you can do better than Webasto, but that's my opinion. And Tuma boiler, Webasto heater, USBs, and you can sort of, you leave your phone charging up there, and that's where your lights are. Now, I find this to be a rather odd position to have your lights actually controlled from here and not from the door, unless you actually come in via the shower. I think I would come in via there, and I don't understand why it's not there. And if anybody knows, write it down below, because there must be a good reason why it's at the back here. And a bit of extra storage there. Here you got your cassette for your toilet, and one thing I will point out is you've got a toilet, and how many cars can offer you a toilet? So let's have a look at two of the models where you've got the same sort of thing. Now this one here, that's the Volkswagen, and it is, I'll give you the details of the Volkswagen. There you are. It's T6.1, 204 horsepower. It's on an automatic 7-speed gearbox. Right, let's have a look at a couple more along the same lines as this one, more or less the same sort of thing. But first of all, we'll have a look at the Kelsey, which is on the Ford Transit custom base, and we'll just do it from the back. So you can see it's very similar, and this one here in this condition, you're looking at around 60,000 euros, or just over, I should say. I mean, it's very difficult with prices though to compare them properly, because I mean the options, and you can't really compare the base price, because you can rarely use the base price. But there you go. So Echo 170 horsepower, it's got a manual gearbox, 6-speed gearbox, and that's what it looks like inside. All of these vans I'm showing you now, all three, they're all for sleeping for people. So we'll come around here and we'll see the most expensive Jules Verne Avant-Garde. This thing here will cost 80,000 euros. And let's have a look at the back. But it is on a Mercedes Vito. And there you see, this is what it looks like in this. Now obviously, I think we'd all prefer a Mercedes. Well, most of us would, sorry, the majority of us would. Maybe not everybody. There'll be one or two who'd like the VW. There might even be somebody who wants the Ford Transit Custom, maybe. I don't know, maybe I'm being a bit optimistic on that one. So why don't I read you the details. So Mercedes-Benz Vito, 163 horsepower, 9-speed automatic. And let's have a look in here. And once more, you'd make the bed by pulling that out and use the table. Bit of a jigsaw, really. I've got a video where I make the bed in a Dreamer, which I know you may think it's not in the same class. Well, actually, it's the same owner, because Rapido owns Dreamer and Rapido owns Westfalia. So that's the Kelsey. And these are the two I didn't show you. They're not comparable because they don't have sanitary facilities inside them. There you have it, the Kepler 1 campervan from Westfalia. And thanks very much for watching. I hope you found that of interest. Stacks of stuff on motorhomes, campervans and this sort of stuff on my channel. And also, I'll be showing you lots of stuff here, 2022 ranges from lots of companies, and you can even compare this, the Kepler 1, to the 2021 version and the 2020, because I've got them on my site. There have been, though, normally the differences are very slight, but in this case, the differences, I think, are much greater than you'd normally see. I don't know why they did that, because in my opinion what they should have done is concentrating on production, because at the moment they can absolutely sell anything they can produce. So you may think, oh, that's far too expensive. It isn't. It's only too expensive when you can't sell it. That's how prices, I think, are work. That's how the economics work. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and all the best from Dusseldorf.